What's up, people? I'm making this video of my Hammer's red dot that I purchased on Amazon. I just received it today. I chose not to do the actual unboxing of it because I hate when I'm trying to watch a video of some unboxing and there's somebody making a 3-minute speech of what's actually in the box. So I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Yeah, I bought it off Amazon. It cost $10. I bought it for an 80-pound crossbow. The reviews of this thing is that they were very cheap, but when I read the reviews of people who used them on the 80-pound crossbow, they gave good reviews. The 80-pound crossbow doesn't have much kickback, so people gave good reviews on it there. So I purchased this for my 80-pound crossbow. My first impression of it actually is I was happy that it came with batteries and that it was in working condition when I got it. Also, when I first took it out the box, I thought this was actually aluminum, but no, it's plastic. It is plastic. It doesn't feel real cheap to me, but I really don't have much experience with this kind of thing. I never actually seen a very good red dot, so maybe it is cheap compared to some of the good stuff, but it feels decent to me. And hopefully I get good results with it. Put it back in the box. Like I said, I purchased it for the 80-pound crossbow. I also ordered this off Amazon. It was supposed to be the Cobra crossbow, but it's a generic version called, I don't even know the name of it. It's called, if I can focus, like Mari Kung or some weird name. Originally, when I received it, I emailed the guy and said, look, I want a refund. This is not a Cobra. I don't want some cheap knockoff. And he said, hey, would you be willing to keep the crossbow and just take a 50% refund? So I went for it. I ended up picking this thing up for like $15. Free shipping. So that was a good deal. I shot it like 3 or 4 times before I actually waxed it just to test it out. And this thing is pretty much on point right out the box. I mean, I shot it from one spot of my basement to the other, which is about 15 yards. And this thing was just about dead on. And I was shooting it at a dartboard. And I was hitting it like 2 inches outside the bullseye. You know what I mean? So it's pretty accurate. I never tried to sight it in because I was waiting for the red dot. So I originally purchased this thing as like a toy kind of thing for me and my son to mess around with in the basement, maybe the backyard, but this thing's not a toy. I mean, you're not going to kill somebody with it, but you could definitely kill something like a small bird or like maybe a squirrel or something like that, you know what I mean? So you don't want to point this at anybody or hit anybody with this thing because it'll stick in somebody's arm. But yeah, that's pretty much, this is really not a review. This is kind of like just my thoughts on this. I haven't used it yet really enough to give a good review, but I just figured I'd put a decent video up so people can see what it is and how I got started. I'm not really into archery, nothing like that, but I thought about it. So when I seen this thing, I picked it up. It looked like something fun to mess around with in the basement. So I'm going to get this thing sighted up. I'm going to get everything attached and sighted up. We'll shoot it at some targets. Maybe I can put a video up later of my review of the whole thing, not just the bow or the red dot, but I'll get my review on the whole thing and get some videos shooting it, and just for anybody interested in it. I didn't see many videos on YouTube of this, so I figured I would put something up. Also, I want to point out, when I read the reviews on this crossbow, there was a lot of people saying it was very hard to string up. Some reviews talked about having 2 people to get this thing on. You know, I watched a couple of videos on YouTube of how to string crossbows up, and I found a real easy way. I'm not going to get into it, but I would say do your research, and there is easy ways to string this. It only took me about 15 minutes, not even, to get this thing put together, and it didn't come with instructions. So me, someone who has never even owned a crossbow or even actually seen one up close, I was able to put this thing together and get it strung up in about 15 minutes if you take your time and do it right. So I just wanted to get my thoughts on it. But yeah, this is it. I'll get some more videos up later, hopefully, soon. And I'll see everybody later. Thanks for watching.